Hi, Greg LaFollette from the floor of the California show here in Los Angeles. I have an old friend with me, Jeff Fritz. Jeff, welcome.
Thank you, Greg.
Jeff is director of the Office of President for Thomson Reuters in the Dexter, Michigan facility. And Jeff, you're speaking tomorrow on the topic is kind of paperless in general, right?
Paperless in general. That's right, Greg.
Okay. So I'm interested. Thomson has basically two paperless products. You've got File Cabinet Solution, and then you have Go File. Why do you have two products? Kind of help me understand them a little bit.
Well, Greg, the two products are used differently, essentially depending on what other products Thomson Reuters you own.
Okay.
Would depend on which of the document management products that you might want to use. It also depends on how you utilize your document management. It depends on, are you more silo oriented or are you more process oriented? Does things flow from one end all the way to the other? File cabinet is probably not necessarily what you want. You're going to want to Go File Room, which has a project management module within the workflow within Go File Room. Whereas File Cabinet is a great place to store your documents, either static or a repository for Excel files. It is a great place that integrates with all the rest of the CS Professional Suite.
Okay, so the Go File Room product is a true SaaS product, built entirely internet-based, runs from a web browser, and is completely hosted. I mean, nothing to install other than turn on your machine.
There are very small files that just to do some connecting, as well as some tools that you would be able to download.
Sure.
But essentially everything is on our servers.
All right. So, and that's different from File Cabinet Solution, which is LAN-based. Now, I know it can also be delivered in an ASP. So, tell me the difference there.
Okay. In File Cabinet, it's actually File Cabinet CS. It used to be File Cabinet Solution.
Right.
File Cabinet CS you install on either your laptop or whatever, or your server. And all the files reside there on your server. Your computers have all the files.
Okay.
As you said, we also offer a hosted version of File Cabinet CS in our virtual office environment.
Sure. Now, I have heard other Thomson Reuters speakers talk about these two products and watch somebody raise their hand and say, so is it true that small firms use File Cabinet Solution and large firms use Go File Room? While that might kind of be true, it's not really true, right?
That's correct. I mean, if you were to make a real broad generalization,
sure.
The tendency is smaller firms use File Cabinet.
But they use it because they're not process-oriented,
exactly.
Project-oriented.
Exactly. And depending, I mean, we have some small firms, pretty small firms, 3 or 4 people using Go File Room, using it quite effectively and extremely happy with it.
Right, and using all of the process, because even though they're a small firm, they're process-oriented.
Correct.
While a very large firm could be project-oriented and be very, very happy with File Cabinet CS.
That's absolutely correct.
Okay.
And we actually have some very large firms running File Cabinet CS.
So tomorrow you're going to talk about paperless kind of in general. Tell me a little bit about what the message will be and what I'm going to hear.
Essentially, if you're not paperless, you need to be there. It used to be that going paperless, it was a business advantage for you to be paperless. It's no longer a business advantage. You're just catching up.
It's a business disadvantage to not.
Exactly true.
You've missed that boat.
Absolutely true. And there are so many other things that you're missing out on. I mean, there are essentially, you're losing time, you're losing efficiencies, accuracy, but something that in this environment with shortage of workers, good accounting workers, that the good people aren't going to want to come to somebody who is still operating under a paper-centric environment. So you're going to want somebody who's up to date on the technology. And if you're not in a paperless environment, I think you're way behind the eight ball.
Okay, so your boss, John Barron, is going to do the keynote tomorrow morning. Should I get up early to hear that?
Well, of course, you want to get up and hear that. John's going to be speaking on what the current economy and what your accounting firms can do in a down economy.
Sure.
And I think that it's important information for anybody to hear, but particularly somebody who is involved with the accounting world as you are. Absolutely, you should be there.
Well, I obviously I will be there, Jeff. Thank you so very much, Jeff Fritz, for visiting with me. I look forward to John's presentation tomorrow, but I look forward to yours more.
Well, thanks, Greg.
Okay, bye-bye.
Appreciate it.